What's up, everybody? Welcome back or to the channel. So the new modification that we're going to be doing to my 2016 Cummins build is going to be swapping out the McGaughy's radius arms that came with my lift kit. We're going to be swapping them out with a 4-link conversion kit for the front. Now the 4-link conversion kit that I'm going to be trying out is from a company called Apoc. And I'll put the link in the description for this particular kit. So if you are interested in something like this, make sure you go check them out and see if they happen to have this conversion kit for your vehicle. But the purpose of doing the 4-link conversion kit is to try to improve my overall ride quality. Now, for any of you that have been following on my channel on my builds that I have going on, one of the things that I've been working on for a long time is piece by piece changing different things on my truck to improve the ride quality. Because I have an 8-inch McGaughy suspension lift, I have a 3-inch Performance Accessories body lift. I am riding on 40-inch by 15.5-inch wide tires. So I don't necessarily have geometry on my side. But I have done a lot of different things to correct all that geometry. I have upgraded a lot of my different shocks. I've put dual steering stabilizers on. And if you watched my last video, you'll notice that I just upgraded to a BDS dual shock hoop, which I will say the dual shock hoop has improved my ride quality a lot. It's still not perfect, but it's really good. Now, I'm not bouncing around as much. I'm not rocking and back and forth as much when I'm riding over potholes or rough terrain. I don't have a lot of rattling going on. It just is a better ride quality. So that is a modification that I do really like and I do highly recommend. But to further improve the ride quality, we're going to be trying out some 4-links. So before we jump into the 4-links, let me show you what I'm talking about real quick. Okay, so as you can see here, it is nighttime out. I just got home from work a little bit ago. It is Monday, November 22nd, so just a couple days before Thanksgiving. So again, by the time I post this video and you're watching it, I'm not sure if Thanksgiving would have passed or not, but if not, I just wanted to wish you all a happy Thanksgiving. But because it is Thanksgiving week, I'm really busy at work. So my buddy did call me and say he did have an opening at his shop. So he said he could fit me in this week if I wanted him to do the 4-link conversion kit install for me. But because I'm so busy and it's just freezing cold out, it's in the 30s out, I just didn't feel like doing it myself. So I'm going to have him work on it. But as you can see here, these are the radius arms that I have right here. Okay. These are the McGaughy's radius arms for an 8-inch lift kit. They do work well. And again, I'm not saying a radius arm or a 4-link is better than the other. I'm just saying each one has their pros and cons. But my thought process is because when you start jacking up a truck this high, you really do start to mess around with the overall geometry of the vehicle. Then what happens is when you use a fixed point radius arm like these, sometimes what happens is it does cant your axle a little bit. And when that happens, it's almost impossible to fix that because there's only so much you can tilt your axle when it's fixed to a fixed point radius arm. Now, again, I have made adjustments over time to fix up the overall geometry. A long time ago, I used to have a bigger bow in my coil springs. They're almost straight now, but they're not perfect, but they're pretty close. So the goal is if I go to the 4-link conversion kit, they are adjustable. When you have 4 arms instead of one stationary arm like that, you can actually adjust the 4 arms so that you can get your axle centered a lot better, almost perfect in that sense. And then you can actually do an alignment and then everything should be straightened up for better ride quality. Now, again, I don't typically take this truck off-roading and rock climbing and things like that. But this is my daily driver. So I am on the road a lot. I am on the highway a lot. I am on back roads a lot. I really just want to make sure that I improve the overall ride quality. So that is the main reason that I want to try out the 4-link conversion kit. Now, McGaughy's does have a 4-link kit, but it's only available in their 10-inch lift kit, and it's thousands of dollars more. Being that I have a perfectly fine 8-inch lift kit, they won't sell me the 4 links. So I pretty much only have 2 other options. Have a custom set of 4 links fabricated, which could be very expensive if you even have anybody around that can do that type of work, which I really don't. Or you could go find a conversion kit that's out on the market that is available, but you usually don't have that many options. So I came across this company called Apoc, which they have a conversion kit for the Dodge Ram 2500. So that's what we have right here, and that's what we're going to take a look at today. So let me go ahead and unbox this, and then I'll show you what we're working with. And then tomorrow morning, I'm going to be taking the truck up to my buddy's shop. He'll probably have it for a day or two. I'm hoping to pick it back up Wednesday, and then I should be able to finish up this video on Thursday on Thanksgiving, which is the goal. So again, let me get this unboxed and we'll be right back. Okay, so we're back. I got the 4 lengths unboxed. There we go. Look how nice these look. Now they come really well packaged. It actually came bubble wrapped, each individual piece. They came in a large box, which is then packed again in another box. So they are packed very, very well. They are already powder coated like a gloss black, as you can see here. They look really, really good. Okay. And you have the heim joints here that are really nice and beefy, that are adjustable. Now this kit here is for an 8 to 10 inch lift kit. So these are adjustable for an 8-inch lift kit. And if I do happen to take my truck to a 10-inch lift kit next year, these will also work for that as well. But they are really nice. I mean, these things are really, really thick. I got big hands, okay? And my hand can just get around this. I could barely almost touch my finger, okay? These are very, very heavy duty. And they come with 2 shorter ones and then 2 longer ones. I assume that the longer ones are probably for the bottom and the shorter ones are for the top, but you get 2 long and 2 short. So that's your main lengths right there. Okay, I'm gonna set those to a side. But I mean, as you can see here, they are very, very heavy duty. I mean, these things are huge. Okay, very, very thick and heavy duty. So we'll set those aside there. Okay, and then in this box over here, it looks like they got some stickers. I imagine maybe you could put those right here on the actual bars. I'm not going to include those. I'll put them, I can always put those on myself at a later date. But here is your drop bracket. There you go there. So basically, these right here are going to bracket to the bottom of your frame. And then again, your 4 lengths here are going to mount to this bracket and then to your axle. And then what is really, really nice is that you can adjust these to perfectly align your axle. So that's the main reason I wanted to go with these. Now, again, these are also pretty affordable. I'd say depending on your truck, of course, you could probably get a full 4-link conversion kit for maybe around $800, which is really a good price because when I compare the 10-inch lift kit for that truck, now that's an 8-inch lift kit, but I'm just using today's comparisons. If I compared the 10-inch lift kit with the radius arms, you could usually get that for around $5,000. Just to go with the same 10-inch lift kit, nothing's different except for the 4 links in the front, you're about $2,000 more. So I could spend around $800 or I could spend a couple $1,000. So my whole goal is to try to get my ride quality improved, get high quality products that look awesome, but also be somewhat affordable. Because again, all the money that we're dumping into these vehicles is really just a waste of money. It's a hobby and it's a passion, but it's not like it's really improving the overall value of the vehicle to an extent. So my goal is to try to put the highest quality products on my vehicles that I can get at a lower cost. That's the goal. So that's the main reason here. Again, these are really, really nice. I'm really happy with them. I think they're going to work out great, and I'm excited to get them put on. So tomorrow morning, we're going to drop the truck off, and I'll let my buddy have it for a couple days because what he's going to have to do is take the radius arms off. He's going to have to mount the new 4 links on, and then we're going to have to swap out the tires to basic, smaller, original tires because the big, giant 40 by 15 and a half inch wide tires that I have on there now, they're not going to fit on his alignment rack. So he's going to be doing all that over the next 2 days, and hopefully by Wednesday night, if not Thursday morning, I'll be able to pick it up, finish this video, and show you what the new 4-link conversion kit is going to look like on my truck. So stay tuned because we're going to be right back. everybody, we just picked the truck up. Finally got the 4-link conversion kit put on. So this is the first time driving it, and so far I could definitely feel a softer ride, because the stationary radius arms basically had 0 give in them. With these 4 links, they do allow the axle to kind of move a little bit, allowing for a softer ride on these back roads. And I honestly can tell the difference. My truck feels a lot better now. Now luckily, when they had it up on the rack and they were fixing the front and testing it all out, they actually noticed that my pitman arm in the front, the big nut on the top, was actually a little bit loose. So that's why I had a little bit more play in my steering wheel. So they tightened all that up, got all that tightened down, and now my steering wheel feels very tight. I don't have all that play in my steering wheel anymore like I used to. So far it feels really good. So with the combination of the BDS dual shock hoops and the 4-link conversion and tightening up my pitman arm nut, this truck feels night and day difference. It feels very solid. It honestly feels a lot closer to a factory ride than what it did before. So it feels really good now. So now when I'm going over some of these uneven roads, my axle can flex a little bit to allow the truck to move, and the BDS dual shock hoops stops the body of the truck from rocking side to side. So it feels pretty good. I'm not all over the road. And sorry for the vibration in my camera here. I just have you mounted up on the dash. But when I'm hitting these bumps, I don't have as much play in the steering wheel, and I'm not rocking and bouncing around as much. So that's a good thing. These are probably the 2 biggest ride quality modifications that I've done to my truck so far, which is the BDS dual shock hoop and the 4-link conversion kit. And honestly, tightening up that pitman arm, I don't know why I didn't check that before. I didn't even recognize it was loose, but tightening that up, everything feels nice and tight and solid. My truck feels way better now. I mean, I'm riding on back roads, and you can see the chain here is not swinging like it used to. I mean, this truck rides more like a normal truck now. So far, my initial impressions on the ride, it's thumbs up. I really enjoy it. I really like it. So we're pulling into the driveway. So we'll do a walk around, and I'll show you what they look like here in a minute. Okay, so we are back. We are back in the driveway. I got all the old basic tires in the bed of the truck. I have my radius arms and brackets in the truck. I'll have to put those away. There's the new 4 links. They look real good. So there we go there. Got the new 4-link brackets. Got the new 4 links installed. Everything's adjusted to properly align the axle. Everything is nice, sturdy, and beefy, and nice and tight. Got the BDS dual shock hoops installed. Let's swing over to the driver's side. Same thing. Brackets are nice installed. Everything is lined up. Nice and tight. I mean, these things are really big and beefy. And I got to tell you, they look awesome. And the ride quality is much better. I'm not bouncing around. I'm not tossing and turning. I'm not shimmy shaking down the road. Everything feels a lot tighter. And like I mentioned before, that pitman nut right there, okay, for the pitman arm, that actually got loose on me. And I didn't even recognize it or notice it. But I did notice play in my steering wheel. But I sort of always had that. And I just didn't notice how worse it got over the past so many months. So he went in, tightened all that up, got that all torqued down, and now my steering wheel is nice and tight. There's no more of that play in it. It feels awesome. It feels great. And I got to say, the ride quality is a lot better. But I feel like the combination of the 4 links and the dual shock hoops together really help make this truck ride a lot better. So my initial impressions of the Apoc Industries 4-link conversion kit, I think this is an awesome kit. Time will tell to see how well they hold up, to see how well the finish holds up and so forth. But my initial impressions, I think they look amazing. The ride quality is a lot better, so I'm really happy with that. And again, they only cost me around 800 bucks, maybe even a few bucks less than that. I don't remember the exact dollar amount, but it was around 800 for the whole kit. So I would probably say if you have a lift kit on your truck, let's say 6 inches or higher, and you have the big radius arms, I would highly recommend getting the 4-lane conversion kit because it does improve the ride quality and it does allow your axle to move a little bit more on rough terrain. So it just makes the overall ride quality better, especially on the day-to-day driving road, because when you're on uneven roads, it does kind of help balance everything out, and the dual shock hoops stops your actual body of the truck from rocking as well. So I definitely recommend getting the Apoc Industries 4-lane conversion kit. Now, as far as the install goes, it's actually pretty simple. You're just going to go ahead and mount your actual Apoc bracket to your existing bracket, and then bracket them right down there to the existing mounts, and then you're going to adjust your heim joint here until you get your axle all centered up. So my buddy went ahead and put it on his machine, got everything lined up as best we can. So overall, it's a lot better than what it was before, and I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. Okay, everybody, so that is it. My initial impressions of the Apoc Industries 4-lane conversion kit for the Ram 2500. I definitely give it a go. I think the quality is awesome. The ride quality is greatly improved. I'm really happy with the overall quality of this 4-lane conversion kit. I think they look great. They're very, very sturdy. And again, the ride quality is definitely improved. So if any of you are on the fence and considering getting a 4-lane conversion kit, definitely consider the Apoc Industries 4-lane conversion kit. You could get it for around 800 bucks, maybe a little bit less. But overall, it's definitely worth the money, and I give it a thumbs up. So that's it for today's video, guys. Do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button, like this video. If you have any further questions, leave them in the comment section, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. And also do me a favor, subscribe to the channel because it definitely helps me out, and I greatly appreciate it. So that's it. I just want to say thank you to each and every one of you. I truly appreciate you all. Thank you, and as always, see you in the next video.